La, 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 la. Okay, welcome back. 28 minutes gone past 12. And I said it before, we do not have so much time on our hands. So let's talk. How can we make agriculture more appealing to replace illegal oil activities? The topic is ending illegal oil bunkering for food production. And I had to put this together like this for two reasons. First of all, we have a special report that, caters to this conversation about illegal oil bunkering. And I'm going to bring that to you later on. Okay. And then this conversation about ending illegal oil bunkering for food production is also in line with this year's World Food Day that is happening today. So ending illegal oil bunkering is very important actually for food production. Why? Because it protects land and water from pollution. It boosts agricultural yields and also improves food security. So many benefits to this one. All right. So sustainable practices can actually go ahead to create jobs while also supporting communities and encouraging resilience. So we have a case study here. Iba in Emoha local government area of Rivers State is a community still grappling with the devastating effects of the explosion that actually happened at an illegal oil bunkering site. This happened on the 1st of October 2023, just last year. And when this happened, there was a casualty figure. Yeah, many lives were lost. And how many people did we capture, or how many people were reported to have died? I'll tell you, from the report we gathered, about 30 or more than 30 of them.
Not to go to the place. I begged her so much because of situation that we have on our home. After when I begged her, then I went out to buy something and she decided not to go on my presence. So when I went out to buy something and come back, I discovered that she have go to the place. Before this thing happened, I gave her some money to keep that I want to use for business. Since then, I don't know where the money is. And the actual place that affected me so much is for the pregnancy, 4 months pregnancy.
Fire or explosion that happened at Iba. Well, for you to catch the special reports detailing the aftermath of this tragic fire, please stay tuned. After the news at 3 p.m. today on this station, you'll get to hear it. All right? So let's get back to it. Now, the theme for this year's World Food Day 2024, which is this today, 16th of October, is Right to Food for a better life and a better future. And of course, we all know that food is the third most basic human need after air and water. And so everyone should have the rights, the right to access sufficient food. But is that the case today? No, that's not the case. So how then can we make agriculture more appealing to replace illegal oil activities? We have a lot of communities in the Niger Delta where the youths and women, men, grown-ups, adults have left farming, left fishing, and they have all gotten involved in illegal oil bunkering, which of course it's called fire. And then they tell you how much they make. But then when a disaster of this nature that we just captured in a special report happens, a lot of lives are lost. The site that is burnt or affected by the fire, first of all, they were already grappling with the effect of the illegal oil activity, wherein that they can't even farm, and now there is a fire and everything has become even worse. Nobody's going back there. The land is just lying fallow. It is lost. Of course, cleanup is going on in Ogoni land, based on what's has happened over the years, which was not even illegal oil activities. And while they're still grappling with cleaning up the environment, we now have new communities rising up to do the illegal oil refining and everything around it and messing up their farmlands. And now there's food shortage in the country. So that's why I wanted to tell me. Are there things you think we can do, perhaps the government can do to make agriculture more appealing? Are there things that you feel that if we begin to do it this way, people would be more interested in agriculture? I mean, Nigeria was actually known for agriculture before the oil boom. Nigeria was really known for agriculture. But where are we today with that? Or on that? So let's hear from you. The numbers to call are 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0002, and of course 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0007. I'm taking messages via WhatsApp, so please do well to send me those messages. 0809-030-6416. That's for your messages, all right? Get on board now. We're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. I'm seeing a couple of messages already on Facebook. I'm going to read them. I want to see if I have a call yet. Okay, I have Robin calling from Eche. Hello, Robin. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, my sister Costa.
Welcome.
Yes, you asked a very valid question. And this question has been front corner as old as Nigeria creation. What do we do? What do the government do? The government itself is caught in this matter. Now, in Rivers, let me narrow it here. We have been hearing the shout about unemployment, criminal youth, unemployed youth. What has the Rivers government done? Even successive governments, what have they done to the narrative? Nothing. The Rivers government spends huge resources, billions, to build one thing called carry processing plant. Cost of living. When I was in primary school, secondary school, we were taught commerce. Before a producer will site factory near raw material. What was the thinking of Rivers government to have done that? World Bank loan, Central Bank loan, billions turning their economy. Without thinking about how to plan the cover that will fit that factory. Today we hear employment, and the same service. This today the government people should come to in the farm. I tell you, this thing we talk about whatever.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Now, because we have a very short time, we don't even have up to 30 minutes right now. Do me a favor, straight to the answer to the question. All right. My question is solution based. Let's leave all the analysis right now. Let's just get into it, okay? Are there things that you are even doing yourself? There are people who already have ventured into farming so much, and they have gotten into the sweet part of farming that a lot of people are not even aware of. So please do well to call in and share, or what you have observed somewhere. If there are things you think the government can delve into, please share as well. Or even communities, because we're quick to say government. But communities have leadership. And they can come together and say, in our community today in Iba, no more fire. Oh yeah, everybody, this is it. What are those things? How can we make agriculture more appealing? Hello, Mr. Zion from GRA, welcome.
Incentives. When you provide incentives, a purpose for farming, the people will go back to agriculture. They will go back to fishing. I have kids, and I told them the truth about agriculture, the way my father did to me. So whenever they are the one that will ask, are we not going to the farm today, this weekend? Do you know why?
Why?
They will eat big fish there. Fish. They will roast it. They will eat. Even though people are there in the farm working, but let them just go there. Let them develop that interest. They will eat banana right from the tree. They will eat good food. I mean, they will see life as being harvested, cassava, everything. You see that excitement. Something is pushing them. Can the government do that? Just honest. So I get some the mouth to Constance. Money.
Yeah.
If you don't get money, forget it. the people working there, won't you pay them? Assessing and getting those crop yield, improve yields, won't you pay for it? You know that most of these yields, we order them from Benue State on another part of the country. And can you give us mechanized systems? Give us soft loans to access farm. Look at the Northeast Development Commission. All this rights federal government is sharing. Where do you think they get it from? Have you ever heard the sharing of the rights in the North? Have you heard that? These guys are being improved by the system. They all went to the farm through mechanized system. They told them, go and farm rice. So all of them are big boys today. So can you give us this mechanized system? Let us steal the land. Let us get a portion of the land. Give us the loan. And when you are giving all this loan, don't direct the loan to political farmers. Direct the loan to people that have the land to farm. Before you know, the people from the share will cluster themselves. But when the people will cluster themselves, the Bayelsa will cluster. We will go into farming and give you good food and good crops.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Zion. We have Simply Goodness texting from Alaka here. Simply Goodness says, whatever it is that will be done will have insignificant effect because the illegal oil refining brings fast money, unlike the agricultural sector where there is a maturity date for returns on investment. Oh, interesting. But then Mr. Zion says, catch them young, introduce kids to farming, let them see the beauty of agriculture from a young age. And then they would be interested. All right. Someone here, what's your name? Sindo Tech says agriculture, they say, is the next big thing for oil, but they're not. There are no supports from the government. Tell Rivers government to set up a poultry feed mill. If not, soon, egg will be 10,000 naira per crate. Okay. A poultry feed mill. Rivers State government. That's a suggestion from Sindo Tech. All right, thank you. Favorite Bakes on Facebook says, good afternoon. When we talk about making agriculture more appealing, we should not look away from blaming the government. You people too like blame. Like, you too like blame. You too like blame. So you say agriculture is not an easy fit. Is it fit or feat? It's feat, actually. It is more demanding in terms of capital and resources than the illegal oil activities. Agriculture would be more thriving if government can make its process and policies on more plain and friendly grounds for all. I'm not into it currently. It is more demanding. You need to be financially fit before you can even make a start. And the governmental organizations cited to aid the agricultural productions are too rigid for younger farmers like us. Oh, interesting. And yet another message here, Ikechi Ekpemado says, oil business is a gold mine. It will only take God to make agriculture more interesting than it. Yeah, I get that. I get that vibe. I mean, who know like sharp money, right? I mean, anything that's, once you get into it, you're sure that as the money comes, it's like one boom, it enters like that. You don't have to waste time. You don't have to take time. You don't have to wait for a while before, you start getting what you need to get. But don't you think we're all talking about just one aspect of agriculture? Because usually when we talk agriculture, we're all looking at everybody entering the farm to farm. But there are people who are doing the farming. How do they get this produce out? How about exporting some of those things? Perhaps people could also get involved in that aspect of agriculture. Maybe because they don't know about it. Maybe because they don't even know how to go about it. They don't even know who to speak to. Perhaps if we had processing plants where we can process some of the things that have been produced and make them into other things, other products from the same thing. We break it down to other aspects that it can be used for. It becomes easier. It becomes more lucrative. And so you are not just selling to people in Rivers State. It is distributing across the country. How about that? There are people who are already doing it. There are people who already know that aspect of agriculture and they are already taking advantage of it. Yes, it takes money. But do you even know that there are things like these that exist? Apart from going into the farm and getting your hands literally dirty. Anyway. We have Ima calling from Rumukuta. Hello, Ima. Good afternoon. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. Oh, wow, that happened. Ima, please do well to call back. We have less than 20 minutes, so I will still like to hear from you. How can we make agriculture more appealing? What do you think we can do to address illegal oil bunkering for real actually? Because a lot has been done in the past. At some point, the government said, we're doling out this amount of money to all the local government chairmen to fight illegal oil bunkering, and then we're still where we are. So is there another way you would suggest that illegal oil bunkering can be stopped in communities in Rivers State? I would also like us to, have a conversation about those. So you can also bring those suggestions to the table. All right. Marvel from Port Harcourt says, greetings, Constance. I am disappointed with the government. First, we don't even have reserve and start storehouse. The solution is Rivers State government should declare state of emergency on agriculture and flag off Operation School to Land. Agriculture is more profitable than even the crude oil they are all dying for. And then he says, the black man mentality. What is the black man mentality? Marvel from Port Harcourt. Thanks all the same. Asetil Kowe from Mile 3 says, Constance, advising Nigeria on things they already know what to do is a waste of time. I detest to hear the term illegal refinery. Where is the legal ones? A common science that an average area boy performs is what's taken us decades as a nation to operate. Constance, let me tell you, these boys are the reasons why we even see petrol to buy in filling stations. On what to do? Arrest the politicians. We all know them. So who's going to do the arresting, huh? You don't just go arresting politicians. That they did what, really? That you're accusing them of something. Right? You don't have proof. Sometimes Nigerians will say, the proof is everywhere. The proof is everywhere. Where is the proof? Bring it. If we carry you and enter courtroom now and say, hey, oh yeah, come and talk. And then ask you questions. Can you provide proof of the claims that you're making? So the world is observing Food Day today. World Food Day. Right to food for a better life and a better future. If we're all chasing after oil money and we're not, looking at how to ramp up food production, what is going to be our state tomorrow? Like, really? What's going to happen to us? And so there are so many things that can actually be done. We need sustainable practices. Yeah. And this is when it comes to even oil activities. I remember some years ago when it was the Buhari administration in power, and the vice president then, who was acting as the president, came over here and he made some promises about artisanal refining, and we were all looking forward to it. And then here we are. Nothing. Right? So the areas that have been polluted so far, I'm not even talking about those ones that are within the catchment area of High Prep. What is going to happen to those places? Yeah. Ecosystems need to be restored. They need to recover. Clean up needs to happen to these areas where people have used illegal oil bunkering to just destroy their lands. They need to clean up. And yes, it's going to cost money. A lot of money. If we stop illegal oil activities, we're going to reduce soil and water contamination. And of course, we're going to, in turn, have a healthier environment for agriculture and fisheries. But then, stopping the illegal oil activities, that is where the big issue lies. It's like the biggest elephant in the room, the very big one, the gigantic elephant. We're all staring at it. It's refusing to move. All the moving that has been done, none seem to be working. What else can be done? Asetu Kowe says, illegal bunkering is not a secret cult affair, and it's not a business of the poor. The high and mighty are responsible, and the pipes they lay are traceable to their owners. Let of this pretense. It's irritating. Okay. I can understand your passion for this one now, Asetu Kowe. Woyike Odinaka says, the only way we can make agriculture more lucrative is to protect the farmers from herdsmen who often attack innocent farmers and destroy their crops. Also, the provision of access roads, processing plants, accessibility to buyers, and soft loans can also help people go into farming. All right, thank you very much, Woyike Odinaka, for that message. So he's laid some of those things down there, because while some persons are seated elsewhere and thinking that, because there's illegal oil refining happening in one community, then the next community where it is not happening, that they are not farming. People are farming. While people are into illegal oil bunkering in one place, other people are farming elsewhere, but then they need support to make their farming to boom, their agricultural business to boom. They need all the support they can get to make it work, to make it viable. If people are involved in fisheries, they need help to ensure that they continue. I mean, my own team, we did a special report on plastic pollution on the waterways and how it's also affecting fishing. So if we have these pollutants off the waters, and then we also have pollutants like plastics, right? And even the oil, crude, and the rest of them. If we have them off the water and ensure that the fishermen, they have, someone talked about soft loans. The loans so that they can get the equipment they need to do their fishing business or venture. They need their boats, they need their nets, and some other things. And then the marketplace where they actually get to sell these things, what are those places looking like? People move all the way from Port Harcourt to the Ahmadiyya areas and the rest of them where the fishermen sell their fish. And then they bring it down here and we buy. I want you to come and point and say, oh yeah, madam, this one, that one. Point and kill. Do we have fishing companies, and the fishes they sell are imported fish. Yeah. All those fishes that are refrigerated, are they like fishes that were caught in rivers, in river states? And then there's a plant in the state where they take these fishes to, and they undergoes whatever it needs to undergo, and it's frozen and it's sold as iced fish. No. We don't have that. All right. Ogu Ojone Justice says, the only way to combat bullfire is to make the sale of bullfire diesel and kerosene a crime anywhere. Every seller should be arrested. Secondly, federal government should stop giving agric loan to those that wear agbada and suits who don't have farmland. Ogu Ojone Justice, what makes you think that they do not own farmlands? They do own lands, and they are not the farmers. There's the farmer, and then there's the owner of the farm. There are also things like that. So it's also something someone who has the money can also get involved in. I mean, while you're complaining about soft loans not being made available for agric or for farmers, and you have the money, how about you go and invest? You know, get your lawyer, get the documents ready, and get the farmers to sign the document, and you give them the land and provide the means for them to do the farming, and you can have all of that talk with them. I've heard stories about how some farmers are given lands, on lease, more like free of charge. Okay, just farm for like a couple of years, and then when people start going to do jazz for the owner of the land, so they will forget the land. Why now? What's all the witchcraft for? It's unnecessary. Someone lends you their land. Say, okay, fine, since it's farming that you're doing with your life and you're good at it, go on. Now I'm not ready to be. Just go ahead and farm. When I'm ready, I'll come take my land. And then you're not going to meet somebody. Say I want that bush place, so that the owner of the land will forget their land and leave it for you. Like that. You can be poor and be a witch at the same time. Anyway, people are. Can I get this call? I think I have a commercial break. I do have a commercial break, so I can't take this call right now. Let me see. Chia goes, says, remember something happy? WCW. Woman Crush Wednesday. Oh, interesting. Can I run through your message before the time runs out? I can. So I'm just going to leave it. After the commercial break, I'm going to read your messages, alright? So if you have any more questions that you would like to share, please do also share. Today is World Food Day.